There seems to be a lot of confusion about how I'm able to generate that water down the drain effect with using slow shutter speeds. And I'm here today to clear that up once and for all. Hi, I'm Brian Peterson, author of Understanding Shutter Speed, as well as Understanding Exposure and Understanding Close-Up Photography, as well as Brian Peterson's Field Guide to Understanding Photography. I've picked a really great location, of which there are thousands like this throughout the United States, if not the world, and these are walls of graffiti. The technique I'm about to show you, I've certainly done a great deal amount of work in too with botanical gardens and just gardens in general, your local parks, even backyard flower gardens that perhaps you're familiar with if you do not live in an apartment. Nonetheless, this technique is a simple technique, and yet it needs to be shown. Now, before we get started, there's a couple of things that need to be addressed. Number one is the ISO. You do not want to do what I'm about to show you with high ISOs. I'm talking instead using the slowest ISOs. In my case with a D300, that's 200 ISO. If you have a camera that goes to 100, I'd strongly recommend using that as well. In addition, even after using the lowest ISO and even after going to the smallest f-stop, which in this case 22, will always force the slowest shutter speed, that doesn't necessarily guarantee me the shutter speed that I need to pull off this effect. That's why I always have with me a neutral density filter. In this case, it's a 4-stop neutral density filter. Simply put, it's like sunglasses. I put it on the front of the lens, and what it does, it reduces the light that's now able to come through by 4 stops. Without this filter and the meter reading off this wall, I'm at f22 at a 15th of a second. But I need to be down to a quarter, if not a half a second, to do the effect I'm about to show you. So, the filter is in place. Now, the effect I'm about to show you that looks like water going down a drain is a real simple trick, I thought, until people started telling me, I read how you do it, but I still don't get it. Well, here's how it's done. I face the wall, I've got a composition, camera to the eye, I'm at f22, and my shutter speed now for correct exposure is reading a third of a second. What I'm going to do is start at the widest, in this case 12. And I'm going to zoom, but while I zoom during the exposure, I'm also turning the camera in the opposite way. So, I go at 12, zoom. I go at 12, zoom. Take a look. Notice that spinning going down the drain like water down the drain effect. That's how it's done. You are going to go to your widest, then you're going to go to, in this case, 12 to 24. Start at 12, go to 24. If you got a 1785, you're going to start at 17, go 85. If it's a 24 105, start at 24, go to 105. But as you zoom, you're going to go the opposite direction with the camera, okay? Keep that in mind. This wall is covered with a lot of stuff. That's one example. Here's another one underneath the stairs. Same idea, same exposure. Nope, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I'm going to have to go to 16 in this case to keep my exposure at a third because it's darker. And take a look at that. Pretty amazing. I mean, there's color everywhere here. Around the corner, check this one out. Same idea. And, oh, look at this here on the top. There you have it. Well, there's lots and lots of potential here. Until next time, this is Brian Peterson saying, you keep shooting.